Brian Muir, flat centering pass, didn't get by Paul Mera. Goaltender still in the net, down to 1 minute 19 seconds to go, and Vancouver in control of the puck. Henrik Sedin centering, Daniel scores! Daniel Sedin's first National Hockey League goal ties the game with 1:13 to go in the third.
Didn't do too good, but didn't do too bad either. But I think it was second and third and maybe fourth or two where I think we were criticized and
20 goals. His breakout campaign would come in the post-lockout era, finding the back of the net a team best 36 times in the 06-07.
Your 20 goals gave notice of great things to come. Like how you refused to give up on your dream when there was doubt.
Henrik gets it into the corner for Daniel. Back to Henrik on the right wing. Behind the net for Daniel. Tried to go back to Henrik. That was blocked. Now he gets it through to his brother, though. Henrik on the right wing board. Skates back to the blue line. Moves down top of the circle. Passes in front. Score! Wonder Twin powers activate. 1-0 Vancouver. Daniel Sedin with the power play goal.
We just said to ourselves that we were brought over here to because we were good players and the way we played and
Henrik Sedin digging it free, getting over there, first ball beat. Jovanovski bumped him to make the play, flat the shot, Oscar the stop, Jovanovski, rebound, great stop, they score! Daniel Sedin. Oscar a couple of great stops, nothing he could do on that one.
That to Daniel, out to Henrik with a shot, that went wide but not by much. Great chance there for the Twins. Daniel down low, out front for Peter Schaefer, tips it towards the goal. Henrik knocks it down, big scramble, they score! Finally fired in by Daniel Sedin with 3.1 seconds to go here in the first period.
Here's a chance in front, they score, the Twins!
Now drives it in for Henrik Sedin. It goes around the net. Daniel gets to it. He's tied up by Bork. And the Avalanche can't get it out. Henrik Sedin throws it to the net. Deflection. They score! Was it Bertuzzi or Daniel Sedin who got a stick on him?
It's cleared to center ice. And the Vancouver penalty over. Both teams now are at full strength. Henrik Sedin up the right side over the line. Center Daniel, he shoots. And a second round, they score! I believe it was Daniel Sedin getting his own rebound after Tebow made the first save. And the Canucks are within a goal with 4 minutes remaining in the third.
In front a shot, and that went wide. Now Castles on the half boards for Morrison. Sets it up for the Canucks. Daniel Sedin in front. And they scored! Hit a leg, maybe was leg, and it's 2-1 Vancouver.
On their third or fourth attempt on this play. Now, I don't know if it's something they're working on.
Back out. They lead 1-0 here in the first period on the power play goal. Jarkko Ruutu drops it for Daniel Sedin. Back for Ruutu behind the net. The feisty Finn feeds Barahowski, and they score! That looked like a tip, too, and it might be Daniel Sedin.
It is Daniel Sedin as he gets this puck on the stick as it comes out of the corner. Like he did in his rookie season, that he owns the family scoring touch.
I think I've done my best in the summer to really be at that level, and I feel pretty confident.
Struggling. We're trying to make the playoffs for the first time, really, since the 8th grade picnic.
I think they're on a 6-game homestand, too, Mark.
They are. Sedin, Henrik Sedin. Down it goes, and the brother Daniel finishes the play. A ring fell down, the puck came off the stick. Daniel went to the net, and it's 5-2 Vancouver.
It was a Ranger, went to Philadelphia in the Lindros deal.
It's all in a drive.
Bad save made by Manny Fernandez. One shot on that power play, Lincoln's big shot. Daniel
He's turned back, and Trent Platt dumps the puck in as Boynton tries to deal with him and then thinks better of interfering with him. Daniel Sedin, Trent Platt, backhander, lost control and then almost got a deflection. They score! The loose puck finished off by Daniel Sedin.
But it was Daniel Sedin who was the hero, scoring the game winner midway through the third for the Canucks' 8th win in a row.
Sopel from the point, looking for a deflection. They score! Daniel Sedin found the loose puck in front of Arthur Zerbe, and Vancouver has the lead 3-2.
Holden jams it in deep. Trent Platt, pretty sturdy winger, goes 225. He's not very tall. Works against Sarge, sends it out of the goal. Now Daniel Sedin stopped by Javi Bullet. Now they score. The red light does go on as Javi Bullet reached back there. And the power play clicks for the Vancouver Canucks, and they take another lead of 4-3.
Approach the midway mark of the second period. Cliff Rotting at center. Upended there, and the Canucks come back. Here's Klatt. Trent Platt, quick shot, rebound, scores! Daniel Sedin!
Him by Eric Messier. Henrik Sedin from Bertuzzi, across ice to Brent Sopel. Jovanovski's with him. The pass comes to Henrik Sedin. Over to Daniel. Quick shot. Scores! A twin killing. Daniel from Henrik, and it's 3-1 Vancouver.
And Henrik Sedin, sallow out to challenge and not give Henrik anything to shoot at. Time winding down, and this penalty being served by York. A bouncing puck, and it's in! Over Sallow, and another power play goal.
Matthias Holden was getting the rhubarb from his teammates.
Missed it behind the net. Henrik at the side, looking in front, throws it at the goal, and that was stopped by Lasik. Now Klatt comes over the puck, centers. Daniel scores!
Their game's unique. Their intuition, remarkable.
Daniel Sedin and Trevor Linden. Stick banging of Dan Cloutier indicates Mares coming back on as Olin shoots. Biron the save. The rebound. Daniel scores! And Vancouver has its 3-goal lead back. It's 4-1 Canucks as
blue line. Jovanovski keeps the play alive. Chip to the front of the net. That was Trevor Linden taken down. There'll be a St. Louis penalty here. Henrik Sedin to the blue line. Merrick Malik. Daniel scores! What's the over-under? It's 4-3 St. Louis.
And he gets the puck. Playing it behind the net to Jason King. Now to Henrik Sedin again. It's the two Sedins with the 21-year-old Jason King. The puck right there. King can't score, but Daniel Sedin does. And that makes it 4-3 Vancouver. Daniel Sedin getting the goal.
Zips through the neutral territory. Platt, the former Flyer, baseboards to Matt Cook. Cook, Daniel Sedin is next in line. Beautiful pass to himself. Fires and scores! Wow! Get your VCRs ready for this one.
That's a beauty. He gets a goal and an assist party. You can't beat that.
New traffic with Daniel Sedin in that far corner. Win brother Henrik some room. Outside that far circle. Cross ice play. Daniel Sedin scores. What a redirect by Sedin. The Twins connect. Another power play goal. 5th of game 3. And the Canucks again lead. This time 3-2.
Was there and drifts a long shot as he finally breaks out. Daniel Sedin is back. Merrick Malik to start a breakout for Vancouver. Right up the middle on a Buffalo change. Jason King to Daniel Sedin. He shoots. He scores! Great goal. Daniel Sedin makes it 1-0 Vancouver. Spezza. Bouncing puck batted towards the net. Cloutier had to be careful with that. Malik to King. Nice chip off the boards to Daniel Sedin. Henrik is trailing. Takes the drop pass back to Daniel. He scores! Great goal! Sedin to Sedin. A twin killing. It's 2-0 Vancouver. Big Lions playing a lot for St. Louis in the late going. Canuck centering pass. Daniel Sedin's going to get a breakaway. Chased by Doug Wade. Daniels in alone. Deep scores. A breakaway from the blue line, and Daniel Sedin makes it 4-2 Vancouver.
And what a nice move by Daniel Sedin as he...
Daniel Sedin lost his glove but played the puck in deep. Oleg Kavash's attempt to clear was knocked out of the air by Bertuzzi to Henrik Sedin. Daniel shoots, he scores! 44-33-22. And a 2-goal lead for Vancouver.
So I'm not going to get it. Is that
I better be careful, yeah, because if you don't get it, you know where that puts you down.
Well,
No.
I won't argue either. Here's a shot by Sedin, directed by Rafalski. Score on the rebound by Daniel Sedin.
Well, Brian Rafalski throws his head back. He gets a bad break. It's off the draw.
Things over with his players. Brad McCrimmon in behind him.
Canucks win the draw. Allen to Merrick Malik. To the front of the net, they score! Daniel Sedin! 4-on-4, the lead's cut in half. It's 2-1 Thrashers. Late in the second period, Carlos Krastich watched by Todd Bertuzzi. Morris tried to clear the puck. Daniel Sedin walks off the boards. He shoots, Abisher the save. The rebound thrown in front of the net. Bouncing puck. They score. Daniel Sedin knocked it in. In a wild scramble, the Vancouver Canucks have taken a 1-0 lead.
And a good hold on him and a good defensive posture. Here's Bertuzzi across the line. Bertuzzi button hooks back at the line. Drops it off Baumgartner to Malik. Passed out in front, they score! Sharp angle goal, Daniel Sedin, and it's 1-0. Daniel Sedin knifes it to center ice. Lead pass, look out! Here's Baumgartner in the clear. All alone, send it wide of the goal. Up front they score. Daniel Sedin's got 2. And it's 2-2. Shoulder in the second period, and he will not return tonight. Bertuzzi with a good pass. Here's Daniel Sedin. Daniel Sedin, nice move to the goal, scores! Oh, what a pretty goal by Daniel Sedin, his first career hat trick, and it's 3-2 Vancouver. Fisher for Draper. Got it ahead to Brett Hull. Looked into the middle, but off the skate on a dangerous play at the line. Empty net, Daniel Sedin with 3, make it 4. Daniel Sedin 4, the Red Wings 2.
One there, he just tackled Brendan Morrow.
Here's Henrik. Tried to play it back, broken up by Daly. Malik at the line. Score! Daniel Sedin bumps a slump with a pretty redirect, and we're tied at 1. In the penalty to Yell, and again with Yell in the box, Calgary without probably their best penalty killer other than Kiprusoff. Here's Daniel Sedin, works in, scored! What a goal! Daniel Sedin roofing that puck, 2-0 Vancouver.
Salo at the right point. Over to Jovanovski. Down low to Carter. Anson Carter back to Jovanovski, looking in front. Feeds the puck to the side of the net to Henrik. He centers and turbo stopped it. Daniel scores on the rebound. Daniel Sedin pounced on that loose puck. And with a 2-man advantage, the Canucks take a 1-0 lead.
Now Collimore for Bork. It was a little too far for him. And the Canucks look to start back. Henrik Sedin left it for Daniel. As Henrik goes in it, Daniel shoots, he scores. Daniel Sedin shot that one through a checker, and it seemed to fool Javi Bull, and it's 1-0 Vancouver.
But he couldn't clear the puck. Henrik Sedin to Daniel to Carter. They got it on a string. Henrik Sedin, Anson Carter. Baumgartner's come in from the point. Daniel Sedin's in front of the net. Slap past it. Daniel Sedin scores. What a beauty. Here's Daniel Sedin. Henrik Sedin.
Carter's in front. The pass goes to Daniel. The defenseman Baumgartner's moved to the front of the net. Now he backs off. It'll give and go. Henrik Sedin to Daniel. He scores!
All of a sudden, the Sedins have been getting it going in this period.
They took away the point shot, and the Canucks tried to go down low, but everyone collapsed to help out the goaltender.
Vancouver's got 5 seconds left on this power play. Here on the left side is Henrik Sedin in front, scores! He got it over to Daniel Sedin, and they scored just as the power play was ending, and it is 3-1 Kings.
Back to Baumgartner. Daniel. Henrik. Olin. 13 seconds to go in the penalty. Henrik Sedin. Cross-ice pass. Daniel Sedin tips it home. A power play goal makes it 3-2.
The Sedins have combined on this play 3 or 4 times this season.
And the Bruins are able to clear that to center. We're 5-on-5, 1-0. Vancouver leads. David Tanabe out of the reach of Hal Gill. Daniel Sedin to Henrik Sedin in front. Daniel scores! Henrik Sedin to Matthias Olin, takes the shot, big rebound, another shot, and that was either Toivonen or Hal Gill that stopped the second one. Nolan Baumgartner just onside. Daniel Sedin to the net, he scores! After all those great saves, Toivonen couldn't stop. I think they like it here, Joe.
Yes, they do. And this could be a big confidence booster for Alex Auld. The deeper he goes into these shootouts.
Here goes Daniel Sedin.
Yes. And look at the crowd. Tell me this isn't the way to go. Look at the coaches. Everybody likes it.
In deep, Matthias Olin. And Poti uses the stick to knock it away. Olin gets it back. Henrik Sedin. Now Daniel. Turns for the shot. Scores!
What a play.
They cycled, and finally Daniel Sedin rips one past Henrik Lundqvist, and the Canucks lead 2-1.
Sammy Salo steps across the line, throws it in behind the net. Garon leads it for Gleason. Gleason's pass up on the boards, knocked down by Henrik Sedin. He gives it to Daniel Sedin up the middle. Salo with a shot, a save, and a rebound. Score! Daniel Sedin on the right side of the net, puts it in, and it's 2-0 Vancouver.
Well, the Vancouver Canucks in our open, we talked about the high power, the high skill.
Ed Jovanovski and Sammy Salo. Salo up for Jovanovski. Walks in, fire, score! Daniel Sedin, and it's 7-6 with 52 seconds to go.
And Pronger lucky he didn't get one extra one.
The Stars, and here he is, another strong game against the Canucks here tonight.
He's cranked it up big time since the start of the season. Here's Daniel Sedin. Look at the room he dekes, and he's stopped by Mark Denis.
It's him. Daniel's saying it's him. Now, here's another look. Mark Denis' leg. Okay, now his leg is outside the crease there. It's outside the goal line, but look at it slide back, and the puck does not come off his pad until his leg is behind the line.
Yes, it is. It's a goal.
To Lundmark. Pass stopped. Here comes Carter. Back for the Canucks is Carter. Carter cutting dead. The net's hit the post. Oh. They score. Joseph made a save. Then a shot hit the post. And the third try found the net.
That was deflected in front of the net wide. And it's a real advantage because the teams are so good out here if they have to play back-to-back at all. As Henrik Sedin feeds Daniel Sedin, he scores! Vancouver's back in the game. They needed a spark, and the Sedins might have just provided it.
Well, they've been doing it game in and game out.
McCarthy trying to hold the line. Does a nice job. McBorny can't get the puck out. Hanson Carter gets it. Daniel Sedin with him. The centering pass, he scores! Daniel Sedin from Hanson Carter. 5-3 Vancouver. Now what? Bouchard gets the puck to center. He turned it over to Kevin Bieksa. Brian Allen to Henrik Sedin. His pass to Daniel. Henrik's rhythm takes the pass to Daniel. He scores! Great goal.
Daniel Sedin from Henrik Sedin in overtime. Vancouver wins it 3-2.
One situation, good play along the wall.
Here's Baumgartner for Henrik Sedin. Canucks on the power play for another minute. Daniel Sedin across for Carter, stopped by Turco, rebound, score! Daniel Sedin has tied the game at 2.
Linden gives the Canucks a 1-0 lead. Daniel Sedin shot deflects off of Jason Smith, and it's 2-0.
Here's Horkoff from the corner. Horkoff loses the puck, and it comes out to Daniel Sedin. He's got an empty net. Throws it towards the net, and that will do it. The Vancouver Canucks will snap a one-game losing streak and win their...
Up front, Daniel shoots, he scores!
Healthy scratch last night in Edmonton. Daniel Sedin across the line, crosses Carter around Dupuis, fires towards the goal, tip off a skate right on the goal line. They score on the rebound. Stopped once by Foster, but buried by Sedin.
Hey, just telling it like it is. Just keeping it real for the folks at home. Vancouver power play, they score! By Daniel Sedin.
As a winger, you got to be tough on the boards. You got to get pucks out in the zone, especially late in the period.
Aslan throws it in front, and Daniel Sedin able to knock it home, and it's a 2-2 hockey game.
Oh, this all started by not getting the...
Henrik and Daniel Sedin, Bolin and Salo. 3 Swedes and a Finn for Vancouver. Daniel Sedin for Henrik, working against Doobie Westcott. Daniel's in front, the wrap around, they score! Daniel Sedin's got a pair, and Vancouver's got the win, 3-2. Just 31 seconds into overtime, the Sedins, who helped engineer the tying goal, get the winner.
Taken away by the Avs, Wojtek Volsky. Canuck over to help out. Stastny, Hayduk, and Volsky out for the Avalanche. Defensively, it's Klee and Strasnich paired together. The pass in front, tipped by Volsky from that score. Daniel Sedin has given the Canucks the lead on the rebound goal. And you see those 3 Swedish players together.
Vancouver will change up here as Bieksa turns. He looks up ice and sees the Sedin twins. Henrik, Daniel scores! Great goal! And it's a 1-goal game. Daniel Sedin has scored.
Stars keeping Pyatt to the perimeter. The Sedins with Taylor Pyatt. Pyatt, Henrik, Daniel, boom. 1-0 Vancouver. Boy, were you right in the open. I want to play with the Sedins.
Well, you know what? This line comprises...
16 seconds left on this power play. It's almost done. At the line of Salo. He's covered. They know he can fire the puck. He might get one away here. Fires! It's right on score! Daniel Sedin on the rebound.
Morrison has to hustle. Can he hold the line? Yes, he gets to the puck. On the other side, just onside. Yannick Tremblay. Henrik to Daniel. He scores! A twin killing, and the Canucks snatch the point back. 4-3 Vancouver. Pinches in to keep the puck in. Daniel Sedin to Henrik, just about out of his reach. Daniel goes to the front of the net. Henrik, BX is in front of the goal as well. The pass, BX is one-timer, hit the post. Daniel Sedin scores. And it's a 1-1 game despite a considerable edge in play for Calgary in the early going.
Attacker for the Canucks.
Minute 20 left. Olin, wrist shot, deflected, and it's in the net.
That one deflected off the shot from the point by Oland. Hang on to your hats, a minute 15 left. It's a 3-2 hockey.
Trailer is Ferris. Jerome McGinley back now to Tanguay. He loses possession of the puck, and Daniel Sedin will break out. Sedin at center with Boulis. Langko gets back defensively, and they score the rebound. A quick shot, one-timer by Daniel Sedin beats Kiprasov. Out to center ice and Yell. Into Daniel Sedin. Daniel Sedin feeds it in front. Henrik with a shot that goes just wide. Taylor Pyatt clears behind the net. Henrik Sedin to Daniel. He scores. Daniel Sedin, second of the game. It's 3-0.
3 goals in his last 5 games to the attack. Now with Daniel Sedin. Watched by Lombardi, who is dangerous in the penalty kill with 3 short-handed goals. BX into the net. Off the post. Daniel scores. Daniel Sedin has...
But they get it back. Linden off to the side of the net. Oland open at the left point. Bieksa to Henrik Sedin. His brother's high in the slot. The pass to the blue line. Bieksa's one-timer. He scores. Might have been tipped because it looked like it dipped. But Vancouver on the power play has taken a 2-0 lead. For the 10-minute mark when they were putting on pressure, could have changed things considerably, but they didn't. Daniel Sedin drop pass. Henrik Sedin takes a shot. Marking a nice save. Daniel knocked the puck down and scores.
What a play by Daniel Sedin. My goodness.
Than it is here in Vancouver. Here's Bieksa at the point with Willie Mitchell. There's a shot. Rolison the save. Henrik Sedin comes up with it, looking in front for Daniel with a shot. Scores. Daniel Sedin. His 16th goal of the season. It's 2-1.
On a sharp angle, so no shot from him. Linden moving back forward, didn't have to play. That got in all the way to the far side for Henrik again, centered. Chance in front of the net again for Daniel. Scores! Well, the 2 Sedins do it. And a power play clicks. Henrik to Daniel, 2-1 Vancouver.
Henrik to Taylor Pyatt. Daniel heads for the net. Pyatt to Daniel, scores! Remarkably, Vancouver has forged ahead 2-1 on a goal by Daniel Sedin.
2 big-time shooters from the backhand. Krejcik has a very good wrist shot that gets and finds the net, and Salo has a cannon.
Krejcik lets one go. That's deflected. Rebound, scores. Daniel Sedin. After the initial save by Conklin, Canucks win the face-off, and they tie it up.
But that probably caused the rebound. There's Daniel Sedin with Pyatt, who takes a shot, the rebound, Daniel scores! The Sedin strike.
Henrik Sedin now. Linden looking out in front, and that pass is chipped away neatly there by Jan Hejda. Not out though. Here's Henrik Sedin, slap pass, Daniel Sedin scores!
Now this is going to be reviewed, Kevin, for sure. For staying their shift, staying out too long, you become disjointed on the player change.
Daniel and Henrik. Here is Daniel with a shot, scores. The Twins do it again. Henrik to Daniel, it's 4-2.
Well, Daniel's second tonight, and it's his 22nd on the season.
Horkoff back to Hejda. Jan Hejda. To Sean Horkoff, a minute to go in regulation time, and the pass is picked off. And Daniel Sedin goes for the empty net and finds it. The hat trick for Daniel Sedin.
Now Skula's got Henrik Sedin bearing down on him. Daniel Sedin gets the loose puck for Henrik. Back in front for Daniel. Shoots back from save, rebound, score! Daniel Sedin comes right back for Vancouver, and it's 2-1. There's a centering pass by Henrik Sedin for Daniel, knocked in behind the net. Henrik again. Daniel, side of the net, they score! Henrik finished it off. Anaheim Duck on the ice. Naslund weaves to the blue line, dropped the puck off, but outside the line. Henrik Sedin gets in onside to Daniel, to Marcus Naslund, to Sammy Salo. He shoots and he missed the net. Rebound, they score! Daniel Sedin off the end boards, and Danny Savarin has finally got his first National Hockey League victory. It's an overtime winner from Daniel Sedin, making a winner of Vancouver's backup goaltender.
For a 5th rounder,
and got a player by the name of Lee Stepniak. That's how important draft choices can be. There's a chance in front, kicked away by Sanford, another chance, and Daniel Sedin tries to stuff it in, and where is it? He thinks it's in. Sanford says no. The referee has not made a decision.
Quick to get back up ice before he gets back into the play. Daniel Sedin to Henrik Sedin. Bolton's chasing him. Daniel Sedin circles the net. BX is out front. So is Henrik. Daniel Sedin. The right-handed shot couldn't get a quick one away. Not cleared. Kevin Bieksa held Derek Morris clearing attempt in. Henrik Sedin. Daniel goes to the slap pass position and scores. Second of the night, 29th of the season. When he starts to back up into the slot, you know the Sedin slap pass is coming.
Not till round 7. This is round 6. And Daniel Sedin moves in on Backstrom. Daniel in on goal to the forehand. Scores!
Now this is big time, big league moves by Daniel Sedin.
He's out with Brad Richards, Nolan Pratt, and Corey Sarich. Defensemen ran into each other. Here's a 3-on-0. Henrik to Daniel. Scores! 21 seconds in. Daniel Sedin's got 30. And it's a 3-1 Vancouver lead. Daniel goes to the front of the net. Salo to Olin. Henrik. Matthias Olin to Henrik. Patiently to Daniel. He scores. And the Canucks will think they should have won it in regulation, but they did win on a power play goal in overtime.
Trying to spot Daniel Sedin. Here is Sedin moving in. Sedin. Olin with a shot. Olison the save. Henrik Sedin. Daniel Sedin side of the net scores. Henrik found him. Daniel deposits his 32nd of the season.
14 power play goals leads the team. Thrown across. Back to Daniel. Wraparound try, and it goes in! That is the 15th power play goal of the season for Daniel Sedin. How in the world did that one slip in?
Theodore's gone to the bench. So Joe Quenneville pulling his goaltender. Puck comes out to center. The red line backhanded wide by Pyatt. Tapped in by Daniel Sedin. And I think you can put the stamp on it now. This will be a win for the Vancouver Canucks.
Henrik Sedin to Daniel, down to the blue line. Here's a pass back on the right side to Henrik. He's got his brother Daniel right on the slot. Henrik Sedin gives it over now left side. Shot from there and score. It went in past Burke, who seemed to get a piece of it. Now he's maybe going to argue a little bit here.
He might argue about something as far as what was happening in front of him.
Only 20 seconds left to go in regulation. Puck cleared up to center now by Jack Johnson. Then back to him. Puck taken away, and a shot at the empty net, and a score for Vancouver. Daniel Sedin on the left wing.
Well, the Vancouver Canucks, as I mentioned, I think they let the Kings win the faceoff.
Pair to play against Daniel and Henrik Sedin with Taylor Pyatt. Henrik Sedin, number 33, has Pyatt out in front of the net. Daniel Sedin wears 22, and he's right there with him on his backhand. Centering pass, he scores! Daniel Sedin looked like he was trying to pass the puck. It's off Turco and in 1-0 Vancouver.
And now the Canucks regroup center ice. Lucas Krychek hammers it behind Jaguar on the far side. Daniel Sedin is there. Chips it along Taylor Pyatt. Checked by Bozeman. Pyatt wrapper on hold. Roll to the crease. Score! Daniel Sedin picked up a loose puck. We have a 2-2 game.
Scramble draw. Naslin got into the scrambler. He might have got the puck. Here's Olin with his shot. Deflected right off. Daniel Sedin scores. With 5 seconds to go, a crazy bounce, and Vancouver's won it 4-3.
With all the wild bounces that have been going around on both these nets.
Almost 2 full minutes now, and the Oilers haven't been out of their own zone. Penalties over. Olin, Henrik Sedin, Daniel Sedin can't get a good shot away. Loose puck, Kessler can't get it.
Henrik Sedin. What a shift. Daniel shoots, scores! At the end of a 2-minute and 20-second shift, Daniel Sedin makes it 2-0.
They'll find a way to get the puck through you and make plays.
Here's Henrik. Naslin's trying to stay out of the way. Daniel trying to slide the puck to Naslin. Another chance and a shot. He scores! Wayne Rollison will argue interference. Daniel Sedin has another one.
Swept back to Krychek. Daniel Sedin for brother Henrik. Looks in front of the goal. Good job by Draper. They score.
Nice
a
shot.
Backhand shot coming through, and Daniel Sedin roofed it. And it's 3-2. It's a power play goal.
Well, he just reached in and chipped it, Kenny.
John Erskine gets in his spot tonight. There's the shoot in. Kolzig lost the puck, and it looked like it hit him in the back of the leg. Capitals couldn't clear the puck. Henrik Sedin can't find it in front. They score. Daniel barged in and dove and put the puck in the back of the net, and it's a 1-0 Vancouver lead.
A guy maybe with not a whole lot of confidence offensively, Jim. He tried twice to pass it through, and I think the right play was to take it himself.
Here's Marcus Naslin with the Sedins. Henrik for Daniel. He scores! 2 big penalty kills and a big goal, and Vancouver on the road has a 1-0 lead. The game hanging in the balance. Vancouver wins the draw. Olin shoots. He just missed the net. Missed the net on a 5-on-3 chance. Olin again, side of the goal. Henrik Sedin for Daniel. He scores! A power play goal, and Vancouver, with its first 5-on-3 goal of the season, has a 2-goal lead once again.
As blatant as the hold on Gabrick behind the net with the referee standing right on the doorstep. I mean, what do you do?
Henrik Sedin lays in front. Daniel Sedin shoots. He scores! 4-0 Vancouver.
Sedin to Henrik. Naslin had his stick lifted. Duncan Keith shot it at Canada at center, but loses it to Sedin from center. Scores. 2-0 Vancouver. Daniel Sedin.
Zanin shooting ends his shift. Krychek is back. Reversed for Sammy Salo, and Vancouver gets out. Naslin to center. Henrik skated onto the puck. He's got Daniel with him to the net. He scores! Daniel from Henrik Sedin, and Vancouver has its first lead of the game. 3-2 in the third.
And maybe Alex Adler reached in with the stick and put leg one down.
The Canucks have scored off the faceoff. The shot was initially stopped by Dan Ellis, and Daniel Sedin is there to bury the rebound. A power play goal right off the faceoff, and Vancouver's got a 4-2 lead.
Their backup netminder, Curtis Sanford, has not had to make a difficult stop yet.
Henrik Sedin joined by Naslin, and it's dislodged at the line, but trailing the play, Daniel Sedin, and he rifles at top corner. It's 2-0.
Both teams, they're generally the two most traveled teams in the league. When you throw that at them. Naslin ripped it loose in front. Daniel scored. Broken play and a 2-0 Vancouver lead. Back to Daniel. Kessler's open. They go on top to Olin for Salo at the right point. Olin shooting it. Turk on the stop. They score. Daniel's second, and it's 3-1.
Right, but I believe that those flaps should be tied in by the straps that are there. It's beyond protection. It looks like it's addition.
Here, Henrik Sedin sets it up for a catch. Score! Daniel Sedin! Set up by Henrik, and that's what they can do when it seems so little is happening. And they score first at 10-11 of this third period to make it 1-0.
Rivalry all the time, but it started early tonight. They haven't met in over a month. They haven't forgotten who's on the other team. And a great bank pass. Henrik to Daniel Sedin. Spinorama scores!
Open for a second. Watch the tape to tape. Sarge's stick changed the angle of that, and Daniel on the little spinorama somehow found the 5-hole.
Kessler in the left circle. Little Game of catch with Sammy Salo. Salo serves it over to the captain. Naslund works it down low in front, and that was easy for Daniel Sedin.
Feeds it in front. A shot goes wide. Oh, what a great chance for Matthew Lombardi, and he put it high. Canucks come back to Sedin with Naslund. Here's Daniel Sedin, shoots, scores! Daniel Sedin, the flame killer, makes it 1-0 Vancouver.
Krejcik. Tootin pinched in, but here come the Canucks. Henrik to Daniel. Daniel Sedin shoots, scores! The Rangers gambled. Tootin pinched in, but got trapped.
Two great chances right after the goal by Como. Henrik to Mason Raymond. Daniel draws the puck in. Scores! The Blues leading 1-0. The shots at one point was 4-0 Vancouver. It's 4-3 now. Taylor Pyatt with a long pass. He got it through to Daniel Sedin. Headed for the net on his own. He scores! What a goal! Daniel Sedin, he beats Manny Lake, tying the game 1-1. And
up high, Salo, Edler will look cross ice. That pass a little hot to handle for Ryan Kessler. Salo walks in, no. Henrik Sedin in front, shoots, scores. Henrik to brother Daniel, and it's all tied up at 2 on the 5-on-3 goal, and the Jackets are not happy.
Daniel Sedin is 0 for 2 this season. Here he goes, trying to give his team a lead in the shootout. Oh, what a goal!
Oh, yes. Who's going to the All-Star game? Oh, Henrik Sedin, not Daniel. That would be the good shootout one for the All-Star game.
To the left side, that's Henrik. Trying to get it down low. Naslund over to Daniel Sedin. Henrik behind the Panther net. Final seconds, out in front, backhander, and they score! Power play goal with just 9 seconds to go in the first, and Vancouver's on top.
Naslund. Relay to Henrik Sedin. Daniels heading towards the net. The pass comes back to Salo. Oland on the other side. There's the slap shot, deflected, they score! Daniel Sedin with a deflection of a Matthias Oland shot, and Vancouver has tied the game on the power play. It's 1-1. And Cogliano. Marcus Naslund kicks the puck up to his stick and shovels it to the end boards. Tom Gilbert hooked the puck into the front of the net, gave it away. Naslund, Henrik Sedin, Daniel scores! And Kim Johnson comes back to get it. Henry Roland just onside. Drop pass, Henrik Sedin. Owen fights to the net. Daniel shoots, he scores! Daniel Sedin with an overtime winner. Vancouver 3, Minnesota 2.
Pitkanen back there smoothly skating and able to get it out to center. Daniel Sedin with it now. Daniel Sedin working against Pitkanen. Lets a shot go. Pat save, scores! The rebound put in by Alex Burrow.
First goal. You can hear the crowd. It's a pro-Calgary crowd, but the Canucks have a lot of fans in this building. Henrik Sedin gets a pass from his brother Daniel. Daniel in front of the net. Scores! A bad goal off the glove of Kiprusoff, and the Canucks.
Salo. Back to Bieksa. Rips it. That's tipped wide by Pyatt. Now Sedin with it. Daniel to Henrik. Henrik walks out of the corner. Sends it back in front. Daniel scores. Daniel Sedin, as Ryan Smith steps out of the penalty box, ties the game at 1.
Problem with the forwards for the Colorado Avalanche in that situation.
And a turnover into the stick of Bernier, who loses it, then kicks it ahead. The Sedins with the puck now, in the corner now. Daniel in front. Blocker save, he scores! Daniel Sedin puts the Canucks on the board first. Well, Steve Bernier now being pushed off the puck. It goes to Henrik Sedin in front for Daniel. He scores! The Sedin twins tandem again to tie it in Calgary.
Down for Wellwood.
Nice pass back. Bieksa fires down. Henrik in front. Daniel stopped. They jam away and they score. I think Wellwood might have jammed it home. If not, Daniel on the initial tap in. But the Sedins are in on the goal and the Canucks lead 1-0.
Board still getting loosened in Vancouver tonight. Voicing up the wall. Mitchell read it. Keeps it in. His shot tipped and hit off the post and then is tapped in. The Canucks with Daniel Sedin in front. Make it 4-0 at 14:57 of the third period.
Bergeron, the puck gets out of the zone.
Wild will dump and chase again. Shepard. Bieksa lost his edge and managed to get it out. Here's a stretch pass for Daniel Sedin. Sedin in. He scores!
Another turnover by the Leafs trying to come out. The Canucks keep it in. Lawrence Nicola. Henrik Sedin. Nicola to Daniel Sedin. He scores! Lawrence Nicola will have his first point as a Vancouver Canuck.
The Vancouver Canucks domination at MSG will continue. Fourth the last 5 times. That shoot-in just wide as Girardi goes back. Now Kessler with it with an empty net. Final seconds. Olin tees it up. Scores! Matthias Olin fires it home. And the Canucks put up 6 at MSG against the Rangers.
Now down for Daniel. He'll turn on the right wing. Daniel Sedin leaves for Henrik. Centering feed. Daniel just put it wide. Dimitri to Daniel. Scores! All that pressure. And finally Daniel Sedin scores. Canucks have their first lead. It's 3-2.
On the bench here tonight. And Ricky Bronis has a little cottage at Grand Lake, Nova Scotia. There's a chance for Daniel Sedin and the save made by Sauer. Now they're getting the sticks raised. They think it's in the net. And they say it's a goal, and it is a goal. The puck is in the cage, and the Canucks take a 2-0 lead.
They don't clear it out. Salo, nice play, Samuelson. Raymond. Salo, the shot, it's tipped, they score! Tipped in front of the goal.
Ten, 1-2 in their last 13. And just a 1 outright loss here in the month of November. Here comes Henrik Sedin in on the right wing. Leaves for Daniel. Cuts wide. Cuts in front. Scores! Wow. Crossbarred in, and it's 2-1 Vancouver. As Kessler stepped into his man. Now he centers. Daniel Sedin stopped. Rebound stopped again. Mitchell. Kessler in front. Daniel chopped at it. Scores! He had 4 attempts on the shift. Stopped the first 3, and then he popped that one in to tie the game at 2. Dimitra takes Henrik Sedin's spot on this power play unit. Now here's Wellwood attacking from the left side. Back to Edler. In front, Daniel, deflection, stopped by Rollis, and then Daniel got creamed into the goaltender, and the puck went in the net. It's a goal, says the referee. Leaves for Daniel Sedin up the boards to Henrik. To the blue line, Bieksa one-timer, fluttered on goal, stopped by Rollison, who knocked it down. Now the rebound, they score! Hansen set it up for Daniel Sedin. He's got 2 on the night, and the Canucks lead 3-0.
With Duncan Keith, he comes up with the puck. Hansen now in the corner. The 7th right winger to play on this first line with the Sedin twins. In behind the goal, a pass in front, they score! Daniel Sedin capped at the corner all by himself.
Fender and then Pronger doing battle with Davidson, the defenseman, all the way below the goal line. Now the Sedin brothers work out of the right corner. Henrik back to the point. Davidson shot deflected in by Daniel Sedin. I wasn't sure for a minute if they would rule a high stick, but that's a good goal, and it's 3-1 Vancouver in there as well. Now here's Paulson with Rob Niedermeyer back into the Vancouver zone, and the pass right into the crease. Mullen was there, but it went off of Sanford. Now turned over in the middle of the ice. Here's Daniel Sedin in, and he scores! First of the game belongs to Vancouver. They win the draw. Bieksa across to Raymond. Raymond moving in along the board. Centered in front, redirected by Daniel Sedin, but wide. But right back to him. Turn, shot, score! What a shot by Daniel Sedin.
Here's set up as usual by his brother. Power play goal.
Now Daniel slides the puck across to Henrik Sedin. Up ahead, Dimitra moves in. Leaves for Henrik. Henrik throws one in front. Deflected in by Daniel Sedin. They each have 3 points in the game now. And the Canucks have tied it at...
And then Pollock knocked Sundin down. Here's Henrik Sedin. The Sedin's up front with Sundin. Henrik has it. For Bieksa, shot. They score. Tipped in again. And it's 4-4.
Tried to make a pass. It's intercepted. Henrik to Daniel Sedin. O'Brien out of the penalty box. Daniel's right there with him. Shane O'Brien holds on to Daniel. He scores.
Mitchell to center, lifts the puck in. 9 minutes to go in the third. Daniel Sedin from the left wing in front. I think it hit Mahomet's stick. It'll be Daniel Sedin's.
Salo on a rolling puck, steadies it, backs to the line. Across to Edler. Down deep. Sundin in front to Daniel Sedin, and he scores! 3 power play goals.
First period, no score. Kostopoulos in. His pass knocked away by Mitchell. Here come the Canucks. Chance for a 3-on-2. Henrik in on the left wing. Cutting in on goal. Henrik centers. Daniel shoots. Scores!
Corey Clouston still is matching the Spezza line against the Sedin line, which after that first period, I would think maybe you'd change.
Burrows with a chance. In on goal. Centers. Daniel scores.
Like I said, after the first period, you just think you change that matchup.
Bieksa's shot off Sotheby's skate, the second deflection. Salo to Bieksa again. Bieksa leads their blue line in scoring. Here's Daniel in front. They score. That one went off. Roll it on in.
Now Bernier fishes the puck free. Henrik to the blue line. Salo, slap shot. Deflected it off Daniel's skate. He drew the penalty. He gets the goal, and the Canucks lead 2-1. Look at that face. Down low for Sundin. Back up to Salo. Bieksa takes a look. Down to Henrik in front. Blocked. Bieksa shoots. Kicked out. Sundin on the rebound. Can't sweep it home. Now they score. I don't know how it got in. Daniel Sedin was in front.
Marvelous hockey the last little while. This puck dumped into Howie Bull, who plays it around for Seabrook. He's checked. Burrows got it in behind to Henrik. Henrik Sedin for Daniel. It loosened. Daniel Sedin poked it home. It deflected, then laid the blue paint, and Sedin on the doorstep makes it 1-0 Canucks. Scoop back into Chicago territory. Keith. Rolled it back around the board. Centering pass in front. Henrik goes down low. Daniel, what a play. Henrik Sedin with a blind back pass to Daniel Sedin. He didn't have to see him. He knew where he was going to be. 3-0.
Ian Salo across the top. Into the middle. Daniel Sedin. His shot's off the post and in. A power play goal. It's 4-2.
Penalty coming up to St. Louis now as Vancouver's turn in the power play. O'Brien across to Edler. The extra attacker is Pavel Dimitra off the bench. Here comes O'Brien off the blue line. The slap pass. They score. Daniel Sedin. A delayed penalty call, and the extra attacker made the difference. Dimitra set up Daniel Sedin. Henrik Sedin. Watched by Jay McKee. Bieksa. Salo moves in. Shoots. Blocked in the crowd in front. Loose puck. Mason can't get it. It's in the net. Vancouver's taken the lead 2-1 out of the scramble in front.
As Daniel Sedin found that loose puck.
Kevin Bieksa out to Kyle Wellwood at center. Makes it deep. Daniel Sedin shoots. Stopped by Habibulin. No, it's in the net. Finally, Daniel Sedin gets one by Nick Habibulin, and Vancouver responds to make it a one-goal game again. And they win another draw. Sammy Salo into the middle of the ice, passes off. Daniel Sedin hangs on, shoots, he scores! Daniel Sedin with his second of the game. A power play goal. Canucks lead again 5-4.
Well, it's all about seizing opportunity.
Gets loose. Made a play to his brother. Daniel on his backhand scores! That's going to be it. Jeff Delorier is going to come out. Devin Dubnyk will make his debut. It's 4-0 Vancouver.
And they catch New Jersey on a change and score! A blast through Brodeur, and Daniel Sedin's got the goal. 3-0 as the Canucks get to Marty Brodeur early and often.
Terrible change by the Devils.
3:40 to go. The Canucks down 2. Daniel scores, making a one-goal game as Daniel took that pass from Henrik Sedin and made it 3-2.
Well, a clutch goal.
You're going to hear a lot from Elaine. He's about as vocal as anybody behind the bench.
O'Brien with a shot and a pad save by Pavlik. Wraparound, they score! Daniel Sedin and the Canucks lead 1-0.
There's the advantage of the Swedish toe hook.
Ryan Walters just yelling pucks at the net on the Canucks bench here.
There's one, and it's in. Ryan Walter knows what he's talking about as Bogosian shatters his stick over the post. It's 2-1 Vancouver.
Guys, 10 seconds ago, he's yelling pucks on the net, pucks on the net.
Burrows turning behind the net. Here's Daniel in front. That deflects in. It's a hat trick. And the Canucks lead 3-1.
John, you talked about Antropov being out there so long, and he's the one who ends up tipping this in.
A bounce pass to Bieksa. He winds and plays it back to the half wall. Daniel to the corner to his twin brother. Henrik to Daniel. Daniel shoots and scores! The twin chemistry, and they make it look awfully easy. It's 1-0 Vancouver.
Bieksa. Fans wanted Salo to shoot it initially. Now Daniel finds Henrik in front. Daniel scores! The Wonder Twin powers activate on the power play, and it's 2-0.
Alexander Edler. Salo trying to close in. There's a great stick by Schmid. Daniel Sedin in front. He scores! Goes to Vancouver and Daniel Sedin.
Now a chance at the side, and Henrik Sedin couldn't get it by Mason. And that one banked in. Alex Burrows from me, or was it Daniel Sedin? The Canuck forward behind the net banked it in off a St. Louis player, and maybe that's the bounce the Canucks need. Under a minute to go on the Medano penalty. 1-1 tie. Daniel banked it in. Daniel Sedin off the skate of Trevor Daley, and it's a 2-1 Vancouver lead.
Power play goal.
Burrows now looking for a stretch pass, and he finds Henrik Sedin. Here comes Daniel. Henrik right in for Daniel. He scores! Oh, what magic! The Sedins do it again.
Samuelson of the blue line. Right side pass. Salo down for Henrik. Daniels in front. There's the pass. Scores! Daniel Sedin in overtime. His 8th regular season overtime goal. Just one behind Brendan Morrison in Canucks history. And Vancouver comes back to win it 3-2.
Well, 3 Swedes and a Finn.
Here's 2-on-1. Henrik. Daniel scores! But will it count?
Well, it's definitely off his skate, but like a good soccer player, all he does is get the skate into position.
Canucks got the puck. Daniel for Henrik in front of the net. Beauchemin is there again to knock the puck away. Ehrhoff front of the net. Burrows. Daniel scores! Daniel Sedin from Alex Burrows, and Alex looked like a Sedin on that play, didn't he? Working it out front himself, and there's Henrik Sedin in a good defensive position to step in front of Wayne Primo. 3-on-2 to center. Here's Henrik. Daniel scores! All Sedins in the 3rd period.
Here's Daniel Sedin. He'd love to end his drought. On the backhand, scores! Henrik got the empty netter in Nashville. Daniel gets it in Denver, and the Canucks lead 6-4.
Chris Kelly is there. It pops up off his stick. In behind the net. In front of Daniel. He scores! Another Ottawa turnover ends up in their own net.
In transition, the red-hot Michael Samuelsson to Henrik Sedin. Daniel Sedin, stopped by Kiprasov. Rebound off the side of the net. Now Henrik Sedin from behind the goal. Centers, Daniel scores! If at first you don't succeed, and Daniel makes it 1-0.
Henrik getting inside the line, waiting for help, plays it right along the line to Bieksa. Bieksa shot off a stick. Blocked inside by Daniel. He scores! Daniel Sedin with sleight of hand, gloves it out of the air, and gets it across the goal line to tie it at 3.
Daniel after the puck in the corner. Behind the net, Henrik comes out front of the backhand. Henrik turns with a forehand, centers, Daniel scores! His 200th career goal, and the Canucks are back within 1.
Sedin's have a shift like this, and you know it's either going to end in a penalty or a goal.
Daniel on the left side. Into the Anaheim zone. That scores! Miller never saw it, and it floated over top.
He doesn't even see it.
Puck comes back to Daniel Sedin. Into Kevin Bieksa. Burrows parked at the top of the crease. Henrik to the net. Tipped off Nabokov. Daniel scores! And the Vancouver Canucks on the power play have cut the lead to 3-2.
Yeah, Jim. I'll call you real early, how about?
No, thank you.
Compare notes. Here's a chance for Henrik Sedin. Daniel scores! He could have been a geometry major. And Henrik Sedin has his 3rd point of the night. Flips the puck towards the net. Anderson comes out to sweep it ahead for Porter. He tips to the line. Salo there, long shot. Deflected away, loose puck, they score! Daniel Sedin jammed it home. Talk about a fortuitous bounce, and Daniel takes advantage to make it 1. Adler up to Henrik Sedin, beats one check and moves in. Henrik, Daniel scores! Tie game, and Henrik moves 1 point up on Ovechkin.
And here comes Henrik. Long pass, he got it through to Daniel. He'll head for the front of the net. Scores! That's 2 for Henrik. 3-0 Vancouver. Oh, boy. I mean, that pass cross ice. And here come the Sedins. Henrik and Daniel, 2-on-1. Henrik for Daniel, scores! There's the 3rd point of the night for Henrik Sedin and for Daniel, and Henrik has set a Vancouver club record for points in a season. He's at 111 and 2 ahead of the grade 8.
Took early on to just getting control of the puck, kept his legs moving to make sure that he kept that 2-on-1.
There's Daniel, what a goal! Hat-trick, Daniel Sedin, what a beauty!
There's a draw lost by the Vancouver Canucks. What a tip pass by Henrik Sedin, and then just magic. I mean, this is like an exhibition right now. They're having so much fun. Look at that no-look tip by Henrik. He knew exactly where Daniel was going to be. A great anticipation by Mika Kiprasov. He tries for the poke check, but it's just too quick. Between the legs and up and over. A career high for Daniel.
Justin Williams turns out of the corner, gave the puck away. Daniel Sedin with a little back pass to his brother Henrik. Daniel heads for the net, takes the pass, scores! Great goal! Little Sedin magic in Vancouver. The Canucks have the lead. On
Determine whether that it wasn't.
That was Chris King, the NHL supervisor for this series. Sedins are on the ice. There's a shot by Daniel. He scores!
And I don't think there'll be any question about that one.
Isn't it amazing how much momentum swings?
Second time in the period, LA's fourth line has iced the puck and invited the Sedins on. Let's see if Henrik can win another draw and control the puck, and he does. Samuelsson, Daniel, wrap around, he shoots, he scores! Henrik Sedin. Daniel's over on the other side. Up the middle comes Shane O'Brien. To Daniel Sedin. To Henrik into the slot. Samuelsson stick abandoned him. Daniel scores! It's like a broken stick assist for Michael Samuelsson, and Daniel Sedin gets the goal. 3-2 Canucks with 2:03 to go. Ehrhoff couldn't stop the puck along the boards. Shoveled to an open side. Nobody there. Henrik Sedin made that pass. Burrows is right back in. Chalmerson stumbled. Burrows backhander. Rebound, score! Daniel Sedin.
They have to make some changes, and I think under Dale Talon they will.
Daniel Sedin just made it 1-0. A juicy rebound from Tomas Vokoun, and Daniel up under the bar has his first of the year. Here's Hamhuis in on the right wing. Delays. Finds Samuelsson who shoots. Stick safe. Loose. And they score!
It's in.
Daniel Sedin, his second of the night. And the Canucks take a 2-1 lead.
Daniel. Edler across again. Henrik looks for Daniel. Got him. Scores. Beautiful goal. Daniel Sedin has his third in as many games.
They missed this play moments earlier.
Daniel Sedin leaves for Henrik. In on the right wing. Henrik to Daniel. Scores! After a close call at one end, the Sedins strike at the other, and Vancouver's within one. Mason Riemann, that puck deflected in front, just away from Daniel Sedin. Now Edler with a blast, and that's deflected to the side. Henrik Sedin centers, and Daniel scores.
Oh, man.
Henrik to Daniel, 58 seconds in, the Canucks lead 1-0.
Eyes in the back of your head.
Bieksa, other side Henrik. Finds Bieksa, tip past Daniel. Blue line feed, Samuelsson, Henrik to the crease, blocked by Baxter. Now here's Daniel, scores! Daniel Sedin with both Vancouver goals, this one on a power play, and it's 6-2.
Well, good puck movement in.
Kessler shot wide of the net, and Daniel Sedin plays it back. Here's a shot, tipped in front, it's loose, and Ehrhoff can't finish it. The pad down, still loose, and the Canucks have scored. Finally cashing on the scrum as Marty Turco was down and couldn't recover.
Give him the word, he's up first.
Well, you see, he doesn't have a great track record, but he has 7 on the year, and what a move! He turned Marty Turco inside out.
Well, I would put him in the top 3 now. What a spectacular move by Daniel Sedin.
Henrik to the blue line. Slap pass, Daniel scores! Slap pass worked to perfection. Daniel tipped it upstairs, and the Canucks lead 1-0.
Sedins make that so hard to defend.
He's going to get nailed there by Edler, who took the puck away. Here's Daniel Sedin. Henrik fighting to the net with it. Might have been interfered with by Holmstrom. Daniel, side of the net, scores! Another Sedin from Sedin goal with 25 seconds left in the first period. Canucks starting with the same defense pairs they began with in Montreal. Of course, they juggled things up in the third period against the Canadiens, with Andrew Alberts getting very little ice time. Here's Henrik Sedin in early. Centers, Daniel scores! 22 seconds in, and Daniel Sedin has the Canucks on top.
Wow, the long alley-oop pass.
Kessler hovering around. In comes Christian Ehrhoff. Henrik dishes to Edler, takes the shot, the save. Daniel batting at the puck, scores! A power play goal for Vancouver. Giguère made the first save, but he couldn't handle the bouncing puck in front of him. That's Henrik Sedin again. Hooks the puck back to Daniel. Now Ehrhoff to Daniel. Lets it go. Scores! Kessler might have got a piece of it. But on the power play, the Canucks get within a goal.
I don't know whether Kessler got a piece of it.
Ehrhoff with a shot attempt, blocked in front. Burrows frees the puck to Daniel, in front for Burrows, and couldn't get his stick on it. Here's Henrik again to Daniel, he scores! The Twins are on the board, and the Canucks lead 2-1.
And 5-on-5.
Ehrhoff with some time. In for Edler. Plays it across ice. Kiprusoff creates a rebound, score! Daniel Sedin! Henrik with the initial shot, and Daniel cashes again against the Calgary Flames.
Rebound.
Shot from the line, Ehrhoff fought off, they score! Daniel Sedin! McElhaney's hurt. He took the initial blast off the mask. He's going to go right to the bench.
Bleeding.
Cut by that shot.
Here come the Canucks. Burrows charging across the line, dropping it for Henrik Sedin to Daniel. Right in! He scores! Oh, the first line breezed into the zone.
Henrik's got it. Daniel goes to the front. Back to Edler. And Ehrhoff. He shoots it through. Kessler can't score. Daniel's got this one. Another chance at the side. Off the stick of Kessler. Game tied.
Alex Edler starts out of his own zone with a nice pass ahead. And the Canucks break in with Henrik Sedin on the right wing. Henrik to the trailer. Edler side of the net. Daniel scores. Beautiful passing play, finished off by Daniel Sedin.
Come on,
4-0.
Your sweet Georgia Brown line again. Let's hear your sweet Georgia Brown line again.
Now Daniel rink wide. Alex Burrows holds. Across scores. And that's a pretty one for Daniel Sedin.
Well, Peter Laviolette's temperature is going through the roof here.
Ehrhoff of the blue line. Edler takes his pass, feeds back. Ehrhoff fakes the one-timer, finds Henrik. In front, Daniel scores! Henrik whiffed on the pass, but it just trickled over to Daniel Sedin, who put it home to make it 1-0. Canuck clear the puck down. Demers to pick it up as we move past the 6-minute mark. First period, no score. Thornton turns the puck over. Burrows in front. Henrik to Daniel, he scores! How quickly can you strike off a turnover? You saw it right there as Burrows and the Sedins combined to make it 1-0. Beautiful pass from Burrows at the blue line. Now Burrows is going to break in. Burrows on the backhand, turns to the forehand. Nobody to pass to. Fires back. Here's Bieksa, blue line. Wrist shot. Scores! Daniel Sedin reached for it, but I think it just hit the glove of Kiprusoff and went in. And Hughes didn't see it behind him. Now he fights for the puck, but the Oilers send it ahead. And Bieksa intercepts at center. In is Daniel Sedin. Across to Henrik. Burrows is in front. Henrik centers. Daniel scores! 16 of 20. They've opened the scoring as Daniel makes it 1-0. And that one deflects to the other wing. Burrows gloves the puck down for Vancouver. Sends it ahead to Daniel Sedin. He's twirling with Henrik. Daniel in on the left wing. Centers. Henrik back to Daniel. Deep scores! Twins continue to dominate the Oilers, and it's 3-0.
Henrik for Daniel, and he'll have to chase the puck. Here's Alexander Edler. Henrik takes the shot. Rebound. Daniel scores!
Glass is able to get off. Now the puck stolen by Hansen. Feeds it up. Daniel Sedin scores! Jannik Hansen continues his strong night as he poked that puck forward, and Daniel Sedin makes it 3-1.
And Jannik Hansen was headed to the bench.
Now the puck thrown towards the goal, deflects behind the net. Canucks send it around. They got a man at center. Daniel Sedin chasing after that puck, and he'll take it to the empty net, put it in, and he's going to have the game winner no matter what now. 42 seconds left. Daniel gets his second. It's 4-2 Vancouver.
Rink wide pass for Daniel Sedin.
In comes Daniel, drops for Henrik, back in front, Daniel shovels it. Keeps after the puck on the far side. Kessler's there as well. Comes back to Samuelson. Michael Samuelson drops off. Here's Daniel looking in front. He shoots. He scores. Power play goal, and the Canucks are on the comeback trail, down 3-1. Henrik Sedin picks it up. Henrik to Daniel. Shoots. He scores. Power play connected there as Daniel took the pass from Henrik, and they tie the game at 1.
Now, did that hit Shane O'Brien's stick?
The Stars on a 6-game road losing streak. There's a shot by Daniel Sedin. He scores. He fooled Raycroft. It looked like Sedin was hooked up and tied up. With little depth, back come the Sedins. Daniel on the pass from Henrik. Shoots and scores. They do it again.
And the goal once more. Burrows goes to the front. Daniel Sedin to Henrik Sedin. Leaves for Ehrhoff. Cuts in front. Ehrhoff. Rebound. They score. Daniel Sedin.
Oh, and the Kings are complaining here, and I don't think they're going to get the call.
But the Canucks have only given up 2 this year, none in the last 21 games. Samuelson to Daniel Sedin. Slap shot deflected in. Off of Lilia. Daniel Sedin with a power play goal, and the Canucks lead 3-0. Canucks chance to go ahead again here on the power play. Go right to work. Daniel Sedin from behind the net. Now Henrik in the corner, in front. Daniel to the forehand. He shoots. Scores! Daniel Sedin on the power play. And the Canucks lead 4-3.
Keep it simple.
Henrik back to the point, though. Ehrhoff shoveling it back to the long reach of Henrik. Here's Daniel. He scores! Textbook best on the backhand, and the Sedins strike again. Kessler wins the draw. Back to Ehrhoff. He fires. Tipped in front. Rebound. They score! Daniel Sedin at the back door. His second of the night, and the lead for Vancouver.
Face-offs. Vancouver is one of the best face-off teams in the National Hockey League.
Frederic Lecuyer worked the Canuck game in San Jose. They had to wear the same number because Furlat's luggage got lost. Here's Daniel Sedin with a shot. He scores! The NHL scoring leader has his 90th point, and the Canucks have a 2-0 lead.
Down low to Henrik. Fights off Stewart. Bounces it down to Daniel. He's loose behind the Detroit goal. Daniel still with it. Burrows took a high stick. Now Daniel back in front for Henrik. Scores! Daniel Sedin will get the goal, and Vancouver leads 1-0. Howard down. The puck still loose, and Henrik Sedin couldn't reach it as Chris Draper got to it but couldn't clear it out. Henrik Sedin feeds it across. Daniel with a shot. What a save by Howard. Now Howard down. They score! Daniel Sedin, 2-0. A league-leading 18th power play goal for Daniel Sedin.
Doughty drags. Intercepted by Oreskovic. Here comes Daniel Sedin with Oreskovic. They're 2-on-1. Daniel cutting in. Daniel shoots. He scores! 99 points, and the game's tied at 1.
It's the second period with a man advantage of just over a minute, and a minute left in it. Here's Ryan Kessler. Henrik and Daniel Sedin with him. Christian Ehrhoff at the left point takes a shot. Tipped and scored. Daniel Sedin. Keith DeHose tips the puck in. Ben Smith goes in after it. Luongo played the puck to Handhus. Henrik Sedin off the boards, and here comes Daniel. Burrows drops in behind him. Up comes Ehrhoff. Daniel shoots. He scores!
Game starting to tilt in Vancouver's favor. Edler moves in with some room, throws the puck in front, they score! Daniel Sedin coming off the bench got to the front of the net. Alex Edler got him the puck and Vancouver's got the lead. And Ryan Kessler wins the draw. Christian Ehrhoff takes a shot, tipped in by Daniel Sedin. And it's a 7-2 game as Daniel gets a power play goal.
Little solace.
Henrik Sedin, Burrows in front, Daniel. Intended for Henrik, broken up by Nick Chalmerson. Burrows gets a hold of the puck. Knocked down a clearing attempt and kept it in. Here's Daniel, wraparound, scores! Huge early goal for Vancouver. Daniel Sedin, 2 minutes and 7 seconds in.
While you're looking for a spark, it's the
Ehrhoff, Alex Edler playing the points. Edler for Michael Samuelsson, who is out this game. Henrik Sedin. Kessler in front. Loose puck. Daniel scores. Kessler's in on another one. And Daniel Sedin has his first goal of this series. 2-0 Vancouver. But Couture stole the puck. Kessler gets it back. Moving in with Daniel Sedin over to Henrik. Now he's set up. Dan Hamhuis fakes the shot, takes the shot. It gets through to Daniel, to Henrik. Daniel scores! Henrik to Daniel. Kessler heads right to the doorstep of Antti Niemi. Edler backpedals. Henrik. Daniel scores! Milan Lucic goes to the puck. Burrows is right on it. Chara lost the puck in his feet. Henrik gets a hold of it. Plays it back. Edler settles it down, takes the shot, tip once, Daniel scores! One little miscue, and the Sedins pounce. Daniel Sedin ties the game.
Oh, what a back save, backdoor save. Now Salo shoots it off a man. Fleury got a piece of that with his glove and prevented the wraparound. But now Daniel in front, he scores! Daniel Sedin.
Now Burrows. Henrik again. Dangerous looking power play. Samuelsson. Edler. Across. Daniel scores. A beauty. Game tied.
When this puck was 2 passes away.
Daniel curls to the corner. Burrows goes to the front. And the pass was blocked. Henrik brings the puck in front. Backhander stopped by Rinne. Loose puck. Daniel couldn't jam it home. Now it's in. Daniel Sedin banked it in, and it's 1-0. Daniel from behind the net. Henrik. Edler had snuck in. He retreats as Daniel looks at the crease, banks it, and Kessler pokes it in. The referee was pointing at Daniel like it might be his goal as he put it off the defenseman, but we do know it's a 1-1 tie.
Here's a pass in the slot, the backhand by Henrik just wide of the net. As they get a good look right off that face-off win, down to 20 seconds left. Henrik across, sharp angle, scores! Daniel Sedin, it's 3-0 Vancouver on a pair of power play goals in this opening period.
Edler fakes the slap shot. Henrik on the right side. Edler sneaks in. Pass comes back to Hamhuis. He lets it go. Kicked out, rebound. Henrik. Daniel scores. Crawford threw his stick in desperation, but to no avail. And the Canucks are up 3-1. And the power play. Here's Sammy Salo. Left point, Edler. Long shot. Daniel scores on the rebound. Daniel Sedin buried that one upstairs, and it's a first goal for the Canucks again. Down to Henrik Sedin. Daniel from the corner, banked it in. Power play goal. The Canucks are 2 for 4, and they're within 1.
Winning faceoffs are so key in any special teams.
Daniel Sedin for Henrik Sedin. Pass for Kessler, gets it through in the second attempt. Now Daniel scores. He roofed it. And on the power play, the Canucks make it 5-1.
And judged that it was not a bad hit.
Chance in front for Daniel Sedin. Pushed away, Landeskog. Trying to clear. What a pass! Wraparound try. It's in! Oh my goodness, what a pass for the Canucks to set up what eventually becomes the wraparound try that banked in off the goaltender. And the Canucks get the first goal of the game. Amos with a chance to uncork the shot from behind the net. Daniel Sedin whirls out in front. Gets the puck back from Henrik. Skates in front, he shoots, he scores. This gets his second of the night, his 11th of the season, and Vancouver with that little more ice. Canuck was open. Henrik Sedin carries the other way. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Drop pass for Henrik Sedin. Slides it through, pass across, score. Oh my goodness, it is a passing clinic tonight here in Vancouver.
That one, it's got to be infectious. Like Burrows, what a pass he makes on the play.
There's Alex Burrows from Daniel Sedin. Kevin Bieksa joins the rush. There's the pass. Daniel scores. In and out, lightning fast. Burrows on a backhand pass set up Daniel Sedin, and Vancouver's forged ahead with 44 seconds to go. Burrows is in front. Daniel brings the puck to the side, gets it to Henrik Sedin. Henrik centers the puck. Daniel scores. Oilers are arguing. Harvey Bullen is hot. But the Canucks have a 2-0 lead.
Flipped in by Daniel. Daniel after it. Henrik from the corner. Back to his brother. A backhand in front, scores! He tucked it in. Short side on Antti Niemi. And the Canucks strike first.
Bieksa sends it forward. Canucks are 3-on-1. Daniel Sedin in. He shoots. He scores. Nothing Canucks. Teemu Selanne's pass intercepted. Canucks get the puck out. Steaming after it. It's Daniel Sedin. Beaten to the puck by Fowler. Burrows follows up in front to Henrik. Daniel scores. So pretty. Tic-tac-toe, and the Canucks are back up by 3. Daniel's in on the left wing. Nice pass. Henrik Sedin fighting the puck of it. Able to settle it. Fire back. Daniel with a shot. He scores. Burrows providing a distraction in front. And the Canucks have the opening goal. Henrik Sedin to Alex Edler. In front for Kessler. He couldn't make contact. Trying to tip it in. Oshie hustles to the bench. And they score. A shot from the side. Daniel Sedin has won it. 46 seconds into overtime. Daniel Sedin gets the winner, and he's now tied in all-time regular season overtime goals with Brendan Morrison. Burrows to Edler. Daniel Sedin on the left side. Attacks from there. Tries a shot. He scores. I don't know if Kessler touched it. Might have gone post and in. A power play goal ties the game at 1.
Even if Kessler didn't touch it, he's in.
Taylor Hall trying to move the puck out. Here's Hamhuis. Leads for Burrows. Daniel Sedin scores! Off the turnover, Daniel lights the lamp. It's 1-0.
Henrik to Daniel. To Henrik. Salo's pinched in now. Centering pass. Daniel Sedin, the winner in overtime for Vancouver. And that's a franchise record 10th career overtime winner for Daniel Sedin. Breaks the tie he had with Brendan Morrison coming in.
In deep for Bitts. Centers, they score! Daniel Sedin from Byron Bitts, and it's 3-1 Canucks.
And Henrik's got a 4-game point streak going and a multiple point game because he'll get the second assist on this one.
And Henrik back to Kessler. Henrik Sedin, Ryan Kessler. Both of them in deep. Here's Edler. Over to Salo. Back to Edler. He shoots. Hit the post. Rebound. Score. Daniel Sedin potted it home. A milestone power play goal for him. And the Canucks tie the game in 1.
No traffic in front. Mark McArthur gets to the puck. Chipped and fell. Daniel Sedin shoots and scores.
If that's where he hurt himself, he
finished the period.
Persevered, because that was 53 seconds into the hockey game. Oilers turn the puck over. Burrows centers. Daniel scores. 33 seconds into the third. Daniel Sedin makes it 5-2.
And those little passes.
Henrik gets the puck behind the net. Fires it back to Alex Edler. He takes a look. Slap shot. Tip loose. Daniel scores. Daniel Sedin able to tie the game. As that puck off the Edler shot found its way onto his stick. Here's Salo, fakes the shot. Daniel Sedin lets it go off the blocker of Howard. It's loose! And the wing's able to clear the puck behind the net. Henrik Sedin throws it back. Daniel shoots, scores! 15.4 seconds remaining, and the Canucks have tied the game at 3.
They miss Tootin on that pairing with Nikitin. And you saw the results there. Daniel Sedin quickly in front. Henrik back to Daniel, scores! Oh, they're toying with the Blue Jackets now. Burrows picks up the rebound in the corner. Leaves it for Henrik Sedin. Burrows points it right back to the point. Edler leaving it. Henrik in front. Tip by Daniel. Rebound, he scores! 16 seconds into the power play, and they have their second power play marker of the night.
Down low to Daniel, backhand pass to Henrik, and they'll set it up. Edler, long shot, deflects off the stick of Boschman out front, they score! Daniel Sedin gives Vancouver their first lead of the season.
Edler, Henrik, Daniel scores!
There you go. The execution. And that's what the Sedins were talking about. They executed very well to Alex Burrows, and he just missed the net. It went off the toe of his stick.
The puck took a weird hop, but right to Burrows, who moves in on the right wing. Wide on Coyle with a backhander. Loose, they score! Daniel Sedin following up. On the rebound off the Burrows backhander, Daniel makes it 1-0.
What did I say about Backstrom's rebounds?
Up pass to Henrik. Daniel goes out front. Henrik throws it there. Daniel stopped by Bachman, who cut across to take that away. Loose puck side of the goal. Canucks still battling. Bachman scrambling back to his feet. Sharp angle shot to score! Daniel Sedin able to shovel in from a sharp angle on the backhand. And it's a 1-1 game.
And he receives the puck behind the net from his brother Henrik. Ray Henrik, Corey Schneider, the early stars of this hockey game. Here's Daniel back in. Sharp angle backhander. Oh, he's not a star anymore. Through the legs of Emery. And it's 1-0 Vancouver.
Oh, man. He made that great save on the...
Daniel to Henrik. Burrows is in front. Henrik takes the puck behind the net. Goes back the other way. Gets a pick from Burrows. Centers. Daniel scores.
That's nice. Wow.
Alex Burrows set the pick behind the net, and Daniel off the pass from Henrik makes it 1-0.
Well, the control along the boards and
2-1 Detroit lead. Henrik ahead for Daniel, in on goal. D scores! Henrik Sedin with the perfect bank off the corner boards. Like Howe and Lindsay. And Daniel ties it with his second.
And you can hear the linesman hollering ice.
Up the boards, Burrows can't clear the defensive zone in the midst of an LA change. Now Burrows ahead for Henrik Sedin. He's got Daniel with him, 2-on-1. Daniel shoots, he scores! A Vancouver twin killing, and the Canucks have the lead again, 3-2.
Bieksa moves up and a quick shot. Side of the net, Henrik picks it up again. He centers, great pass, scores! And the slop's over for Daniel Sedin. 2-0 Vancouver.
Henrik, another win, back to Handreeves. Down for Burrows, centering pass. Daniel scores! Wow, that shot had eyes. And a big celebration for the Canucks. A relief for Daniel Sedin as he pops a rare one of late and gives Vancouver the lead. Onto the near side for Daniel. Daniel down to Henrik. Minute to go in the power play. Here's Daniel. He scores! Set up by Henrik. A power play goal for Daniel Sedin off the post and in to make it 4-1. Here's Jalmerson for Taves. He's checked. And Henrik Sedin picks up the puck. Daniel's open at center. There's the bank pass. Daniel Sedin in alone. Daniel feeds. He scores! And Keith chopped it down.
Oh, man. And there's not going to be a penalty, but Keith just chopped Daniel Sedin.
Swiftly to Garrison. His shot through traffic, and it squirts wide on the deflection. Henrik again. Leaves it for Daniel. Daniel to the left side at the circle. Edler. Henrik. Daniel scores! Oh, what a thing of beauty! Canucks score on the power play.
Bad save on him. Centrelli shoots off the side of the goal. Now back goes to Stanton. Across to Tanev. Drops it for Daniel Sedin. Shoots, scores! Daniel Sedin answers back, and it's 2-1.
Puck out to center to Jannik Hansen. He moves in with Santorelli and Daniel Sedin. Here's the pass in front. Daniel shoots, scores! There it is. Off the rush. And the Canucks have gotten back to square with Daniel Sedin throwing that one in. Dan Hanhus sends one ahead to Ryan Kessler. Here's Henrik Sedin playing one across. Daniel, one-timer, scores! Oh, what a bank pass by Henrik Sedin. And Daniel rifled it past Schneider to tie the game at 2.
Henrik makes sure that he gets across the red line before he has the diagonal shoot in.
The Canucks top line, Hanhus to Tanev. Leaves for Henrik Sedin. Fans want a shot. It's Henrik. Here's Daniel. He's got room. Daniel shoots, he scores! Give enough time, they'll turn on the red light. The Sedins.
Luongo back to play it. Across he goes to Stanton. Long lead pass for Daniel Sedin, along with Henrik. Henrik winds his way in across to Daniel. Short number shot, scores! Daniel Sedin continues the roll, and the Canucks lead 1-0.
A line that gets less calls against them. The Sedins, on certain nights, it's like you're sea-doing with them.
They're on the power play, but that's been the bad news. One for its last 21 at home, but they score! Henrik Sedin! That'll bump the slump.
Working along the boards. Umberger tries to clear, held in by Edler. Alex Edler wrists one behind the goal. Daniel Sedin is there. Daniel trying to center the puck, comes back to him, he shoots, he scores! It's been a while, but Daniel Sedin's on the score sheet, and the game's tied at 1. Been a strength so far in this game, but haven't hit the score sheet, and that's been a constant in recent weeks. Here's a chance for Daniel Sedin, scores! Ask and you shall receive, and Daniel Sedin has his 300th career goal to tie the game at 1.
You are the amazing Prescott.
Involved afternoon. Here's Edler with room. Wrist shot, Talbot the save, rebound, Daniel Sedin scores. So there's that second goal on the Ranger net. Canucks 1 for 3 on the power play.
It's going nowhere. You want to look for positives. You want to say, okay, we're playing tomorrow afternoon. What can we do here?
Now they're set up. Daniel switches spots with Garrison. Garrison's got the big shot. Couldn't take it there. Daniel slaps up, scores! Tipped in
front. 21,966 on hand, and not as loud as it can get here. Here's a shot that ricochets. Daniel scores! And the game is tied. 2-2 on a tying goal from Daniel Sedin.
You said it, Chris. Just hanging around, hanging around.
And that just hit a skate, or else Daniel might have been eyeball to eyeball with Mason. Hamhuis intercepts at his own line. Ahead to Daniel Sedin. Hansen's going to the net. Daniel puts one in front. Hansen trying to tip it. One off the defenseman and in. Off Luke Shannon into the goal, and the Canucks lead 3-2. Leaves on the inboards. Matthias hustles in after it. It falls in the corner at the feet of Danny Heatley, who's checked by Matthias. Here's Hansen feeding back. Hamhuis one-timer tipped in. A deflection in front, and that is Daniel Sedin ending the goal drought. Goes wide on Kandari. Booth from behind the net. Centering feed all the way back to Weber. Left point. Garrison moves to the middle. Shoots. Rebound. Booth falling down. Scores!
All the way to the point. Over to Garrison now. Get a shooting range. Just get it through, and David Booth there for the rebound. It's on Daniel Sedin's leg. And
now Henrik with some nifty stick handling and a drop pass to Daniel. Over to Henrik. In front for Daniel. Stop. Rebound. Daniel scores.
And there, back again. Short little pass. Henrik control. Back to Daniel. Back to Henrik. Isolate. And Joe Colburn doesn't follow it in.
On the right side of the wrist shot. Knocked down by Miller. Loose puck in front. Daniel Sedin plays it to the side. Chips it off the boards. Can't get it by Schultz. But now Verbata up to Henrik Sedin. Finds Daniel. Empty net. Scores.
Guess who's going to get the assists?
Probably Henrik and Verbata.
Henrik and Verbata. And both that line.
Just past the halfway mark of the third. Edler down for Verbata. Back to Daniel Sedin. He scores. One-timer from just inside the blue line. Henrik was in front. I'm not sure if he tipped it, but the Canucks have their third goal. Buchanan took two short-handed chances in this hockey game.
He's gassed right now, coming back.
10 seconds to go on the power play. Daniel Sedin scores! The 11th overtime goal in the history, in the career of Daniel Sedin. And the Canucks, after surrendering a two-goal third-period lead, win it 3-2 in overtime. Gets it on the left wing. Pass to Kevin Bieksa. Now Hansen replaced by Henrik Sedin. Final minute of overtime. Henrik takes the pass, steps around MacArthur. Daniel scores! A beauty to end it. The 12th overtime goal of his career. And the Canucks beat Ottawa 4-3. Back to Edler. Verbata, one-timer and a right pad saved by Holtby. Canucks keep possession. Centering pass. Daniel scores! Another one that ticked in off the post. Daniel set up by Henrik, and a power play goal puts Vancouver up 2-1.
Well, the last three coaches.
30 seconds gone and the penalty to Nate Schmidt. Daniel Sedin with room to move in. Slap shot. Scores! His second power play goal of the game. A milestone power play goal for Daniel Sedin. And the Canucks lead 4-3.
Bounces the puck in along the boards. Cody Franson gets it to center. Here's Verbata. Henrik Sedin. Daniel Sedin shoots, rebound, scores! Just as one of the penalties had expired and it got back to 4-on-4, Daniel Sedin got his own rebound. It's a 4-1 game.
And the Coyotes in a 2-0 deficit. Here's Daniel Sedin. Pass to Verbata. Wrist shot, big rebound. Daniel scores! Ahead for Daniel Sedin, who dumps the puck into Florida territory. The 2:33s are after it, and Willie Mitchell has the puck, but he gives it away. Thrown on goal. Henrik centers. Daniel scores! Daniel Sedin on the pass from Henrik, and the Canucks lead 1-0.
Marking it down.
There's a chance at the second score. Daniel Sedin set up by Verbata. And it's a one-goal hockey game with 6.5 minutes to go.
He didn't even know where the puck was, but he got some help from Brandon Sutter to get it out to center. Rob Scuderi trying to clear the puck, couldn't do it. Henrik Here's Alex Burrows to the net. Daniel scores! Ask and you'll receive. The Sedins get a goal. Daniel has the goal from Burrows.
Canucks get the puck ahead. Here's a chance. Henrik Sedin. And a penalty coming up. Here's Daniel scores! We'll never know if it went on a penalty shot or not. Daniel Sedin got the puck, put it home, and the Canucks are up 4-2.
And you can see Henrik Sedin getting himself in position.
Here's Henrik Sedin. Twins have been out there for a minute 15 to start overtime. Better hope they don't turn the puck over. Daniel in front, scores! Daniel Sedin with his third overtime winner of the year. And the Canucks can breathe a big sigh of relief as they beat Chicago 5-4. Onto the right wing boards. Henrik Sedin puts one in front. That just goes wide of the goal. Daniel Sedin after the puck in the corner. Comes to Henrik up the boards. In front. Daniel shoots. Scores! All that pressure finally pays off. Daniel Sedin from the slot, and it's 3-3. Recently returned to the lineup. Hopefully can stay in there for Vancouver. Daniel Sedin from a sharp angle. Scores on his own rebound. No goal. They're waving it off. Oh. They're saying it went under the side of the net.
Change his mind on this one because you can see Bobrovsky, it's off his backside and in.
We were checking to see if the puck went under the net. It did not. It went in legal fashion. Therefore, we have a good goal.
Playoffs off the draw here. Gabrick with a shot, but it went wide. Puck comes over now to Muzzin. Muzzin holds it in the Vancouver zone for a moment, but now it's cleared toward the empty net, and they score! That should do it. The Canucks into the empty net from way back across their blue line, and with 55.8 seconds to go.
2 shots for the Jets on that one, including the screen one that Lack got with the right pad. Here's a pass to the blue line. Hamhuis, Verbata towards the goal, centers, and Daniel Sedin scores! Verbata put it back against the grain, and Daniel ties the game at 2. Canucks are 0 for 3 on the power play, still trailing 1-0 as the Sedins move in. Henrik towards the goal, round the net. Now centers, Daniel shoots, he scores! '700 assists for Henrik Sedin, and Daniel ties the game at 1. Play continues, and the Coyotes get the puck out. Under 4 minutes to go in the opening period. Long pass in, Henrik did well to take it. Centers the puck, Daniel scores! Twins are at it again, and Daniel Sedin makes it 1-0 Vancouver.
There's one time where Hendricks got to him and he didn't get much on it. Edler, cross-ice pass, penalty's over. Yannick Weber. Henrik Sedin. In comes Alex Edler, side of the net, what a goal. Daniel Sedin from Alex Edler, and the Canucks get one back. Here's Dan Hamhuis. Watched by Johnny Gaudreau. On the other side, Yannick Weber, a rink-wide pass was tipped. Henrik Sedin comes up with the puck. The defenseman fell. Daniel shoots. He scores! Daniel Sedin had a bushel full of chances in game number 1 and couldn't bury one, but he gets the early goal. 1-0 Vancouver. Sedin's back on. Henrik won the draw. In comes Dan Hamhuis. Threw it at the net. Daniel Sedin scores! A face-off win for Henrik. A goal for Daniel, and Vancouver has its first lead.
Ramo to play it. Henrik plays it back to the blue line. Hamhuis gets organized. Fires in a wrist shot, scores! It was deflected in front. I think Daniel Sedin will get credit. You're right.
Puck stays in skates. Now it's out to Hutton with a long shot. Allen behind him, and Daniel Sedin scores. Daniel has his first since opening night. Canucks within 1 with 29 seconds left. 2 minutes left in the second. Vancouver's lead down to 1. Henrik Sedin Moves it in on the right side. Don't see that very often. Daniel with a shot, scores! They should try the right side more often. Yes. Daniel takes the rink-wide feed from Urbata, blows it home, and it's 4-2.
The return, and Daniel gets the puck. Henrik's on the right side. The pass to him is perfect. Dumoulin trying to stay between them. The trailer is Matt Bartkowski. Delays, takes a shot, scores!
Don't have Jake Virtanen in tonight, but are carrying a couple of 19-year-olds. Bo Horvat in his second year. Ben Hutton makes the team out of camp. Here's a centering pass. Daniel Sedin scores! This time it's Daniel from Hansen. The reverse of the first goal for Vancouver, and the Canucks lead 2-1.
Boy, what a play by Jannik Hansen. That looked...
Being down 2-0, the Canadians in a tough spot here.
Weber up with the puck, plays it out for Daniel Sedin, fires, and that one was deflected on the way. It looked like it just hit the skate of Petrie, but that puck's in the net. I think that went into the top of the goal. It went through Condon and in, and it's a power play goal for Vancouver.
Jets. Tanev is back at the line. Edler sneaking in on the back door. Henrik. Burrows. Henrik again. Burrows to his forehead. Daniel shoots. He scores. Burrows couldn't bury it, but the rebound came to Daniel Sedin, and Vancouver on the power play has tied the game 1-1. And he's fed the puck, and he fires and just missed. Daniel. Henrik and Hjalmarsson stepped in and tipped the puck. Keith couldn't fear it. He fanned. In fact, they score! Daniel Sedin on the turnover from Henrik. And improbably, Vancouver has taken a 3-2 lead on a power play goal.
Fell on his own.
Canucks are going to play the Sedins a lot down the stretch, and here they come. Daniel shoots. He scores! It's the Twins' night, especially for Daniel. And the Vancouver Canucks have a 4-3 lead. Now Panarin comes on for Hossa. Can't get the puck. Jannik Hansen can. Backhand pass. Here's Daniel. Leads for Henrik. To Daniel. Scores! What a goal. Daniel Sedin has a hat trick. And the Vancouver Canucks have a 5-3 lead.
Stars have the only shot of this period so far. Spiza breaks up that lead pass. Klingberg goes back for the puck dangerously, and here's Daniel scoring. John Klingberg just having a nightmare week. Put that one on to Jannik Hansen's stick, and Daniel Sedin ties the game at 1. Burrows to Weber. Leaves for Henrik Sedin. Dishes off. Daniel with a shot. Scores! Got through Jonathan Quick. And the Canucks on the power play take a 1-0 lead.
Weber gain the blue line, in control, protect the puck. Looks like Henrik's going to shoot it, and a quick setup for Henrik right down the middle.
Hansen takes a hit, but the Canucks have the puck. Edler down for Daniel, scores! He just keeps getting it done at the age of 35. Daniel Sedin makes it 2-1 Vancouver.
Shift after a goal.
Scandella gives one away. Henrik Sedin centers. Daniel scores. Turnover to the Canuck captain, who has 2 points in the game, and Daniel Sedin gets the second Canuck goal. Puck thrown in front again, pinballing around, and it's going to wind up on the stick of Daniel Sedin, who skates out with Jannik Hansen. Daniel in on the left wing, centers. Hansen back for Daniel. He scores. Daniel Sedin ties the game at 4 on a give and go off the rush with Jannik Hansen.
Who did that pass remind you of?
And Jannik Weber sends it off the glass and out to center. Daniel Sedin, quick pass to Henrik. He gets around Garrison, drops. Daniel shoots, scores! Daniel Sedin with a rocket, and the Canucks lead 2-1.
Oh, man.
Can the Canucks take advantage of the break? Still down by a pretty good margin against the Dave Tippett team. Here's Henrik Sedin in for Daniel. Shoots, he scores! This just got very interesting. Daniel Sedin has the Canucks within 1. Canucks come up with the puck and move out. Verbata takes the pass on the right wing. Diego going to the net. Pass comes in front. Henrik. Daniel. Backhander. Scores.
Adam Verbata takes this pass, and this is a tough pass to take. Here's a pass from Daniel right in the skates of Verbata. But he's able to take it and then make the play to Henrik. Back to Daniel. Daniel's backhand beats Roberto Luongo. High glove.
3 in overtime. There's Street on the line. Henrik Sedin. Daniel Sedin cuts to the high slot. He shoots. He scores! Daniel Sedin with his 14th career overtime goal. The streak is over. Almost handed him the turnover back. Now here's Canuck. Down for Hansen. In front, Tanev shoots, stop, rebound, they score! Daniel Sedin is the all-time leading goal scorer in Vancouver Canucks history. Number 347 as he put home the rebound and gave the Canucks a 3-2 lead. As he moves past Marcus Naslund and takes over the franchise lead for career goals. As the Bruins get the puck to the line, long shot, loose puck, and the Canucks get it to the side. Linden Vey to Daniel Sedin, empty net, scores! 348 now for Daniel as he ices this game, putting the Canucks up 4-2.
And now Bartkowski decides he'll step it up and go. Daniel Sedin at center to Henrik. Canucks get the puck back. Here's Daniel with a shot. He scores! The Canucks back in black have the lead, and the first goal of the game goes to Daniel Sedin.
Hutton, and that goes wide. Braun steps back on the ice. Henrik trying to hurry here, get a late chance to Daniel Jones, and they score! It won't count as a power play goal, but it was certainly influenced by the man advantage.
Henrik Sedin was waved out of there, so Edom took the draw. Hamonic rubbed out in the near corner. Sedin puts it in front. It's in the net. The game is tied 2-2. An impossible angle off the back of the icing line, and it ricochets into the net off Thomas Greiss.
Reimer get a piece of that, or did that hit the post? Another great chance. 1 minute gone in this Canucks power play, which looks very good right now. Here's Berchi. His shot scores! Sven Berchi takes the shot, may have been tipped, but it is 2-1 Vancouver.
And this one here, he's just going to rip this thing short side on Reimer. This is a goal you hope he can have, but look who's in front. Number 22, Daniel Sedin.
Ultimately lead to that clear yarn throw. Great speed to track it down and keep it out of the net.
Less than a minute to go. Another play. Henrik Sedin finds Daniel Sedin to the open net. He scores! Josi working with Ellis here, with Weber in the box. Daniel Sedin working with Burrows, down low to Henrik. Henrik centering pass, score! The brothers Sedin combine for the power play goal, and they take a 2-0 lead.
And then he uses that tremendous reach to create turnovers.
Jonas Donskoy in neutral ice. Now the Canucks quickly come back in, and they score! Hansen shot, saved, but Daniel Sedin puts it in on the rebound.
Well, this is just a set play. Hansen going far side low.
4 minutes left. Edler shoots up high. Eriksson gets the puck in the corner to Daniel Sedin on the right side. In deep for Henrik. Centers Daniel to Eriksson on the side, to the crease. Daniel scores! What a shift! Daniel Sedin, and the game is tied at 1. A minute and a half of controlling the puck, and the top line does it. Henrik Sedin. Eriksson sneaking in back door. This is Larson with a wrist shot blocked. Henrik on the rebound. Daniel. Sutter is stopped. Eriksson to the side. They scored. Daniel Sedin. First power play goal of the year, and the Canucks lead 2-0. Cutting to the net. Condrey shoots, blocked by Troy Stetcher. Canucks coming apart at the seams here a little bit. Oh, Hansen took a hard hit at center as the Canucks' Daniel Sedin moves. He gets belted in the head. Kadri hit Daniel Sedin in the head. He's been grabbed by Jannik Hansen. It's 5-3. What? It's 5-2, Toronto. They put a Canuck. They didn't score there, did they?
They did not.
Okay.
Not that easy.
They've given the Canucks a goal here. I don't think Daniel scored. Oh, there you go. I'm glad we missed that. We were watching the hit. So there you go. Egg all over our face. Daniel Sedin scored while getting belted to the ice by Nazem Kadri, and we were watching the hit all along, and the puck went in glove side high on Freddie Anderson. Daniel Sedin in his own zone. A rink wide to Henrik. Eriksson wants the lead pass. It was knocked away. Busy stick there of DeHaan. Now Daniel steals, in on goal, shoots, scores! Halak thought he had it, but it got through. And for just the second time this season, the Canucks have the opening goal. Rebound over top of the net by Daniel Sedin. Stetcher startled Howard with that quick shot, I think. Now he holds it in. Henrik, Daniel scores! The rookie started it. The veterans finished it off with a give and go. And Daniel Sedin has the Canucks within one. It's it back to Henrik. Now Stetcher at the line. Long wrist shot off the blocker of Domingue. Sutter takes the body and prevents the clearing attempt. Here's a chance for Edler. Daniel scores! Ekman Larsson is complaining. Didn't like the hit he took in the corner. But quickly across to Spiza. Tips one in deep for Daniel Sedin. Lets it go behind to Henrik. Henrik working from behind the goal. Feeds the left point. Spiza takes a look. Dishes over. Daniel, one-timer, deflected in. I think it hit the stick of James Van Riemsdyk on the way through. Daniel Sedin with a shot, and the Canucks open the scoring. Return pass, doesn't shoot it. Sutter on the goal line. Still no shots. Daniel shoots, scores! Guess all you need is one. And Daniel, through the legs of Schneider, ties the game at one.
Well, make it count.
Sutter. Eriksson helps it along to Henrik Sedin. Pass back to Stetcher. Long wrist shot, deflected in. Daniel Sedin in the slot. Tipped it down off the ice, bounced it in, and the Canucks on the power play are within one.
John, you've talked about Troy Stetcher and his ability to get that shot through.
Blue line. Lost the handle. Tanev gets it ahead. Henrik kicks it to Daniel. Back to Henrik Sedin. Drop pass, Daniel with a shot, deflected in. It hit Jack Johnson, and the Canucks have tied the game at 2. Daniel Sedin, again, they'll trade sides. Henrik Sedin looking in front. Stetcher to Daniel. Daniel Sedin shoots, he scores! Pick the corner, top shelf, glove side on Mason. And with the two-man advantage, the Canucks score. They're on the power play for another 3:20. Back for Spiza, puck bounced over his stick. Takes it off the wall and gets it ahead. And here comes Daniel Sedin in with Granlund, who takes the pass. Granlund shoots, stopped by Bobrovsky. Daniel, the rebound, scores! Daniel Sedin bumps the slump, and the Canucks open the scoring here in Columbus.
And that's all set up by Marcus Granlund.
Back for Philip Larson. Edler, hard pass ahead. Henrik Sedin trying to get the puck to Alex Burrows. Now Henrik intercepts at the blue line. Daniel cutting in towards the goal. Shoots, scores! Sharks turned it over to the wrong player. Henrik Sedin got it to Daniel, and the Canucks have tied the game at 1. He and Stetcher will switch sides. Stetcher takes the pass, feeds it back to Daniel. They'll switch again. Daniel, wrist shot, scores! Daniel Sedin from well out. Scott Darling is complaining. Henrik Sedin was in front, Darling with words for the official. But Daniel Sedin with another overtime goal. He's the all-time leader in Canucks history, and Vancouver wins at 5-4. Delays, sends one across for Daniel. Hutton joins the rush. Trying to get around Brendan Perlini, who took the puck away. Daniel Sedin steals it back. Henrik Sedin. Daniel shoots, he scores! Daniel Sedin on a one-timer set up by Henrik. And the Canucks with a couple here in the third are within 1.
Brendan Perlini with a couple of turnovers.
Nice drop pass. Edler looking in front. Daniel backhander stopped by Hellebuck. Daniel in pretty tight, and Hellebuck held his ground to make the save. Here's Besser in front. He shoots. Hellebuck the save. Rebound. Daniel scores. A power play goal for Daniel Sedin, and the Canucks lead 1-0. Jake McCabe again gives it away to Henrik Sedin, who throws one forward. Jake Virtanen moves in, waiting for help. Nice pass. Henrik Sedin across. Daniel Robb scores on his own rebound. Daniel Sedin got 2 whacks, and the Canucks lead 3-2.
Jake Virtanen starts this.
Henrik Sedin from behind the goal. Pass back. Here's Hutton. Fakes the pass. Let's go with a wrist shot. Loose in front. Kick to the side. Daniel Sedin scores. Took till the third period, but the Canucks are on the board and within 1. And overskated the puck as he tried to move it out. Delzato a chance. He couldn't get it outside the line. Finally, Virtanen does. Here's a one-hand pass and a breakaway. Daniel Sedin in, beats, hit the outside of the post, and then it went in.
It's in.
It went in off Neuvert. The referee doesn't see it, but Daniel Sedin has tied the game at 1. Edler gets the puck off the draw. Canucks with fresh legs out there. Puck is centered and deflected in. Henrik Sedin was there. I don't know if it hit him or a devil, but the Canucks have tied the game at 5:36 of the second period.
I think it is off Henrik's shin pad.
Rink wide, Henrik Sedin. Henrik to Daniel. Besser takes a look, doesn't shoot it. Daniel Sedin shoots, deflected, scores! 1,000 points for Daniel Sedin as his power play goal ties the game at 3. And the Canucks debating whether to come onto the ice here and celebrate with Daniel Sedin, who's got to the milestone on a power play goal here in Nashville. Alsner gets the puck. He had the second assist, Alsner. Played the indirect pass that got through to Carr, who set it up for Deloria. Here's a centering feed, went off the Montreal player. They score on the rebound. Daniel Sedin. As Tierney tries a shot, that's blocked. As it bounced off the ice and came up to about waist high, and Dowd gloved it back. Henrik Sedin, Daniel Sedin, off the post, off the goalie, and in. Pinballing puck that winds up in the net, and the game's tied at 4.
Well, off the rush.
Henrik Sedin just shot it in. Daniel got the puck back into the corner for him. Out to the blue line, and a long score! Edler just flicked the puck from the blue line. It was screened, I think, and maybe tipped in front of the net.
Capitals down 2 men, and more like 2.5. Beagle limping, gamely trying to defend. Edler has it once more. Switches sides with Besser. Edler, wrist shot, tipped in. Daniel Sedin right in front, deflected it past Grubauer, and the Canucks on the 2-man advantage open the scoring.
Well, you were right. Jay Beagle just couldn't get in front of that.
It's to Henrik. Here's Henrik back into the corner, walking out is Daniel. Daniel back to Edler. Across to Besser. Saucer, Edler, shot, tip, scores! Daniel Sedin scores in the power play, and Vancouver's on the board.
This is a huge goal for the Vancouver Canucks. Bobbled the puck. Avs trying to get it to clear it out. Gagne fights to get it back. Patrick Nemeth clears. Glove down by Edler. Here's Besser. Henrik Sedin centers. Daniel scores! Puck was held in by Edler. Daniel Sedin finishes it off. Anisimov broke his stick in that exchange. He heads to the bench, replaced by Taves. Centering pass, Virtanen gets to it, turns with a shot, tipped in by Daniel Sedin. Something about pucks on net and good things happen. Here's Henrik Sedin. Pass to Daniel, drops to Henrik. Vanek in front. Daniel scores! What a pretty passing play. Sedin's and Vanek. Daniel finishes it off, and the Canucks are on the board.
Here's Thomas Vanek down low with Daniel Sedin. Vanek trying to sweep it across, ends up with Pouliot. Pouliot to Bieg. Into the corner for Henrik. His pass. Vanek, nice move across. Daniel scores! Daniel Sedin makes it 2-0 Vancouver.
First one looked okay. The second period really struggled. Here's a chance right off the hop. Daniel Sedin scores! Edler found Daniel Sedin in the middle of the ice. He roofed it past Fleury to give the Canucks their third goal.
But there was some room there.
First power play in it, back out, minus Horvat, as the Canucks go with two defensemen, Pouliot and Edler. Here's Pouliot in front. He put it wide, but they score on the rebound. Daniel Sedin was there to bring it from below the goal line and roof it, and it's 1-0 Vancouver. Here's Michael Delzato with the left point. Ekman Larson intercepts behind the goal. Stetcher trying to hold the puck in. Besser puts on it, tipped in. Daniel Sedin got a piece of it. He's got his second of the game, and the Canucks lead 2-1.
And again, just that shot to the net.
Pretty hard that last shift, so they got some tired players out there. Besser to Henrik Sedin. Daniel Sedin up to Henrik, back to Edler. Wrist one in front. Now a sharp angle shot, they score! Daniel Sedin has another one. Found the angle, put it past Varlamov, and with 1:16 to go, the Canucks are within one. Off the draw. Goldobin tips it forward. Here's Daniel Sedin. Waiting for help. Daniel passes across. Henrik centers, knocked away. Daniel shoots, scores! Back to square. Canucks with 3 unanswered, and Daniel Sedin has his 20th of the year. Cuts behind the goal. Gets the puck back to Edler. Henrik Sedin. Daniel Sedin. Edler into the corner for Henrik. In front, Daniel scores on his own rebound. Make it 8 goals in 8 games for Daniel Sedin. 21st of the year, and the Canucks are back on top. When you included playoffs, with 754 games. Here he comes. Cuts to the middle. Edler, Daniel scores!
Wow.
How sweet it is. Edler and Henrik Sedin combined to set up Daniel, and the game's tied at 1.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Power plays half done. Edler. Daniel. Henrik. Back for Daniel. Lets it go. He scores!
As Daniel Sedin steps up.
He'll move in. First shooter for the Canucks against Talbot. Scores! Dad did it. And even the fans in Edmonton are cheering.
How can you not? I mean, this is just storybook again for Daniel Sedin. There's his brother celebrating Henrik, and he went in and just wired it far side. Such a good shooter throughout his career. Buries it.